November is National Native American Month, a time to celebrate the heritage of American natives. And for an American native who lives in Fox Chapel, it's taken on special significance with borough leaders changing an offensive term. Paul Martino has her story.
The offensive term is squaw. And for an Indian woman who lives here in Fox Chapel, it's a word she's had to see every day for decades on her own street. It's a word, she says, dehumanizes Native American women. Michelle Leonard, a member of the Shinnecock Indian Nation, has enjoyed her more than 30 years living in Fox Chapel. What's been offensive, however, is living on Squaw Run Road. Squaw, it's a demeaning slur, a dehumanizing label for Native American women.
Instead of calling them a Native American woman, it was always said, hey, squaw, why don't you come over and do this? Why don't you come over and do that?
So Leonard spent the past few decades trying to educate her Fox Chapel neighbors about the word she so detested.
And almost every time that I brought it up, someone always said to me, I didn't know. I just didn't know.
But nothing was ever done about it until Mandy Steele began serving on the Fox Chapel Borough Council.
And having a slur in our place names is not good for us long term. And it doesn't represent us.
Steele and Leonard joined forces to convince council to eliminate the term from its roads and parks. It wasn't easy, but council finally agreed.
She brought us together to rally around this important cause. It happens to be Native American Month, and we couldn't feel happier.
Because people do not like change, but even more, they do not like to be told that they've made a mistake.
But Fox Chapel has finally admitted its mistake. They are renaming their roads, and Squaw is no longer a part of this community. In Fox Chapel, Paul Martino, KDKA News.